Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Jamerson. Today I'm going to give my review of the visual novel game that just honestly came out of nowhere on April 1st this year, and that game is called The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Before we get into the review, I just wanted to let you guys know to, I do all this stuff for fun, but I would, like to continue to, do this more often. And so if you please, I'm asking you guys to subscribe and like the video and all that stuff. I'm not much of a person to ask stuff, but I'm just really trying to focus more on the channel now and try to provide more content for you guys, more interesting content. So, let me know if you like the video. Let me know what you think of the video, of the game, and that stuff. I just mainly post like art and gaming stuff up here, but. All that begging stuff is out the way. Let's get into the review. Okay, so what is exactly The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog? Well, it's a point-and-click visual novel game, and if you ever played those type of games, you know that you just point and click, and if you play Phoenix Wright, it's very similar to that stuff. But there's a little twist in it that I will explain later. But the plot of it is that you assume the role of an employee that works for the Mirage Express. This is the first day on your job, and you are basically assigned to the Sonic's group, who is celebrating Amy Rose's birthday party, and they are doing a murder mystery special event. And each character that's in the game, they have their own roles, they have their own motives, and you basically have to figure out who killed Sonic the Hedgehog. It's really cool story, nice and simple. The biggest positive out of this whole game and the story is the interactions between the characters, and the dialogue, the little jokes that they have up there. I thought it was really well done. I loved it from beginning to end. I mean, although there were some issues I had, but it had nothing to do with the story, but more the gameplay, and I explain why that is. But the story is really great. I enjoyed it. Character dialogue was great. Funny little jokes, especially with the trash cans. If you know, you know. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was nice to see like all these characters who are always constantly fighting, doing like serious things all the time, just relaxing and having fun, and getting to know about these characters. I don't know if any of you know, but like my favorite character is Shadow the Hedgehog, and it's just nice to see like how he interacts with people. Like, he's not a brooding character all the time, but he actually tries to be nice to people sometimes. So it was really nice to see, and kudos to you guys who created the story. Definitely shout outs to you guys for making the story. So A plus job. Okay, so the gameplay, it's really simple. Honestly, if you play Phoenix Wright, it's pretty similar to that, but if you haven't, I can explain that. So in point click type games, you just basically have to click on interesting spots on a pre-rendered image, and when you do, you get like a little dialogue with your companion character. If it's important enough, you log it as evidence, and once you collect enough evidence, you basically present the evidence to a certain character to interrogate them. And once you do that, and this is where the little Sonic twist comes in the end, is that you basically do like a whole little chaos control, because you got to think of what Sonic would do. And basically what that is like Sonic is just running, collecting rings, avoiding obstacles in this little mini game. What's this label as Think mini game. And it's an auto run simulator where you basically play a Sonic, collect enough rings, avoid hazards, and when you get to the goal, you have to have a certain amount of rings. And when I tell you, that mini game gets harder as the game goes on, and I don't know if it's because it's just a combination of the colors they use. For me at least, it's the colors they use for the game, for that mini game, how fast the screen is going, and then on top of that, the amount of hazards that they throw at you. And especially at the end of the game, it gets like really annoying and really difficult to be able to maneuver those things. And so that's one of my only gripes to the whole thing. But luckily enough, like the developers added this feature where like it makes it easier to, you know, avoid those obstacles and just play the story just for the story. And so I did that. I mean, on that day, like I was streaming on Twitch. It was late at night. My Twitch channel is twitch.tv/Jameson_H. But yeah, it was just I got through it by doing that, I guess, cheat, if you care. I don't care. Who cares? It's a visual novel game. Who cares? But I mean, all in all, it was the gameplay was pretty simple. But the most difficult part was that mini game, honestly. So there's a little bit of difficulty to it. It does require a lot of hand-eye coordination, in my opinion. But otherwise, the gameplay is not too bad. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. All in all, in conclusion, that the game, the Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, is a very fun game. It's free, but it's definitely like a fun 3-hour, 4-hour game that I didn't mind playing. And so I would definitely suggest people picking it up, trying it out a little bit, especially if you don't like have any games available at the time. Just try it out, and you'll basically be done with it. There's a lot of dialogue, so you can, like, you know, especially if you're streaming with people, streaming with other people, you can, like, you know, stop talking to talk to people, or you just act things out. If you're into voice acting, there's a lot of potential with this game. I'm definitely happy that it came out. Definitely Sega supported this, and I would love to see more stuff, more visual novel stuff in the Sonic universe. I'm especially excited because of, like, you know, all the stuff that they did character wise. I love, like, every single character. I got to learn something new about them that I haven't before. And I've been a Sonic fan since Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on the GameCube. So at this point, it's just 20 plus years ago. But yeah, that's it. That's it for the review today. Thank you guys so much for listening to me talk about this game. And I really enjoyed it. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and let me know what you think of the game and what you think of the video and things like that. All right, bye.